and then that's just more meat.
Oh my God.
Lands on the roof. It just lands on the roof so you can see it every day.
That is sad because my parents were like so sad. Our like dog died, and I don't know, like 19 at the time or something like that, and they're like, well, if we gave you the money, would you go and put the dog down? And
Give me the money.
You're going to give me the money and this is what's going to happen.
Oh no.
Because that'll be the most fun that dog's ever had in probably like the last year. You know what I mean? He's going to be like, yeah, I can fly. Over.
Done.
Hey, Dan, you remember like 2 weeks from now when you were going to watch my dog?
And not anymore.
I'm so sorry. Something came up and we don't need you to do that anymore.
Trust me, that's not. I have 4 daughters. They wouldn't let me do that.
No.
When I did that, I did not.
I just see you raising it to the sky, just like fucking Lion King style.
That panning shot.
No.
Yes. You're giving it back to the earth.
Yes.
To the sky. Ummaya, ummaya.
Hakuna Matata.
Wakanda forever.
That was the best one. Wakanda forever.
That's how we deal with animals.
Anyways.
No, we don't.
We don't.
Oh my God, guys. Come on.
It was just an idea.
Oh man, a fleeting
great idea.
I know, right?
It's a great one.
It was.
Come
It was
on.
good.
It's like that fleeting idea when you're like, I wonder what would happen if I just turned into traffic. I mean,
No.
you never know. Oh, no, too deep. No.
oh.
You made me choke up on that one.
And I do not make fun of depression, but
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 as I am depressed myself,
Yes.
it's pretty funny.
it's like a fat person making fun of a fat person. It's kind of okay.
Yeah. Oh, yesterday I thought of a good name for some clothes for men of my size because I'm a big fat dude. I want to call them Chubs.
Yes. Oh my God.
I want some Chubs clothes that like have an extra like you could get like you can get stuff that's got like front butt pockets and
Extra inch of front shirt.
Yes.
Just to hide that belly.
or the butt crack shirt.
Yeah.
The one that actually extends down beyond your butt, but the front looks
Looks
normal.
like a fucking tuxedo.
yes. It's got like tails on it, and they're just called Chubs. You know what I mean? It's like I'm gonna go to the Chubs
Chubba
warehouse, and you go to the Chubs warehouse, and it's just a lot of other big guys like you, and they have snacks everywhere and shit. You know what I mean?
Another section that's called Chungus.
Yeah.
The extra chub.
Oh yeah, they would have like they would have the underwear with the carbon inserts in them, so whenever
I feel like we're
You
slowly turning into a exotic big and tall.
Yes, there you go. Yeah. And it would have the men's warehouse dude because he's like overweight now. He's like, you'll feel better. I guarantee it.
We have like John Madden. All these other people have just kind of gone.
Yeah. I'm wearing my chubbies.
And I feel fine.
And I feel great about it. And then
H goes away after 5 minutes.
I was talking to my son. I was like, I'm going to get my Chubs on. He was like, what is that? It's like, that's my new clothing line, Chubs.
And I'm going to open a competing thing and just call it Chungus.
Yes.
Big Chungus.
Big Chungus.
Or extra big Chungus. But there's no medium Chungus.
Well,
Tubuku. That would be the female alternative.
Yeah, Tubuku.
Oh my God.
Oh, Tubuku. Yeah,
It's in French, so it feels, like good about stuff.
God damn. I'm glad we re-recorded this episode.
Yeah,
just for this.
That was good. That was fun.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
music news, you got some of that?
nothing. I don't got anything for that.
Yeah.
All I got is like year-end reviews, for all of us.
Sure.
So, I mean, we started this podcast back in, what was it, March?
Yep.
I think it was March.
Yes, it was March.
Yeah, it was our first episode was Buckaroo Banzai, which we had a lot of fun with that. And we had literally like talked about doing this podcast for a long time. We practiced, which was weird, but it actually helped out because whenever we put our first episode down, it was awesome.
I mean, we did it very sloppy at the beginning. Just
Yeah.
like literally just let's start talking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no form.
No form whatsoever, just like we do normally, right?
Right.
But we did learn etiquette by doing that.
Yeah.
We never posted those, never saw saw the light of day, and we did that for like 9 months.
Yeah, we
Just
did it for a long time.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it was definitely not a regular thing that we did because it was more or less like when we could. And
It was
all
like
that kind of
once a
stuff.
month almost for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then once we started getting more of that actual like rhythm,
Then it was
down-
every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then it became a weekly.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we added the Quickcast to it.
Yeah.
And then the after dark segments.
God, we had After Darks. We had Evangelion, which we still need to pick back up. We
some
have
specials, you know, Halloween extravaganza.
Yeah, we had one of our first guests on there. Tyson came along because I always thought he'd be good for the podcast.
Yeah, for the live show. Was that
Yeah.
his first one?
Second one. I think.
Second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one that he really wanted to do that we were doing.
Oh, it was In
early
the Mouth
on.
of Madness.
In the Mouth of
Yeah.
Madness, he really wanted to do that one
And it
because
finally got him to actually like try it out and come out and do
show
it.
up and he had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like therapy for us because we
It
actually
is.
get to, sit here and talk about things that we love.
Well, shoot
which is
the
pretty
shit
cool.
with your friends with a little bit of
Guidance.
I was about to say tact. But
Yeah.
I'll just retract that.
Well,
If you've ever listened to our show, Tact, not a friend to the show.
that and math.
yeah. Math is a friend with me, just not to the show.
No, he's not my friend. Fuck math. And if you go back and listen to any of our episodes, you get to hear us say that a lot.
One of my favorite episodes was the comic books we wanted to see made.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
was a
yeah,
good one.
that was a good
Yeah.
one.
Oh yeah,
The Hate for the Holidays one, the last one that we did was actually,
really good.
it was a really good one.
I had fun with that.
Yeah, had a lot of fun spewing hate towards M. Night Shyamalan.
I do want to see if it's possible to make that like a yearly thing.
yeah.
For the holidays can
Yeah.
be. We didn't specify movies or anything, so
Yeah,
we could
no.
go to any topic.
Comic books or something like that. We
Make
could
it a
just
yearly.
purge
We could
every
do-
year. Yeah.
We could do bands.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Because there's some.
Oh,
there's a lot. Yeah.
There's some.
Yeah. That I can get behind
oh yeah, you know.
with
Yeah.
the fury.
Yeah, for sure.
And hopefully we'll make the Halloween extravaganza more of a yearly thing as well.
Yeah. And get
we'll-
Sean back on a
Oh,
lot
for
more
sure.
too.
Yeah, he was great for our Halloween special.
Yeah.
He's a longtime friend of most of us.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all that kind
absolutely.
of stuff. But I mean,
Well, I think all of us have known each other for at least the past 5 years now.
Minimum.
At least.
Yeah, yeah.
At least 5, almost 6 years.
yeah.
So it kind of all came together, and then we had talked about podcasting, and then all of a sudden it was just like, it's convenient, let's do it.
Right.
And then we put it together, and then we had John Carpenter movies and fucking concept movies, the Jack Burton hour, because fucking Kurt Russell rules.
Right.
And I do want to just say something to anybody who is listening. Literally, if you know the right people that know what you need to actually start recording for a podcast, you would be very surprised how cheap you can get it done.
Absolutely.
Just do it.
The mics we're using, you don't have to spend a lot of money. Like, it doesn't sound like, oh my God, it's
Yeah,
Joe Rogan,
yeah.
but it's still like, oh my God, we barely spent any money and we're able to start recording and have built from there, which is great.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I equate it to a band. I really do. You just got to get started.
You just got to do it. You know?
Just have to have your microphones.
Yeah, and I fucking fucked up my microphone just now. We made a lot of great friends along the way too, with different podcasts too. Bobby and Adam over at the Not For Everyone podcast has always been super cool to us.
Great podcast.
Reached out, great podcast.
Absolutely.
You have that podcast that you listen to too. What is the one that you were mentioning?
Oh, I was going to mention one for the Quickcast.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was going to do, and I forgot. It's because we kind of progressed into this, which is
Oh,
fine.
yeah,
no
yeah,
worries.
yeah,
But that was that Class 1000 podcast.
yeah.
And pretty cool. There's just a bunch of dudes playing Marvel role-playing game from the 80s.
Nice.
And they were just like, hey, we're going to do this anyway, so let's just put it on.
Let's just do it.
Marvel role-playing game in
Yeah.
the 80s?
Yeah, so I actually played that game like when junior high, probably first couple years of, high school.
I don't think I've ever heard of this.
Conan had one, the Hyborian Age. They had, lots of Dungeons and Dragons-esque swords and scrolls.
Okay.
Yeah, this has a
kind of
That's a
power.
cool
yeah,
concept, though. I
This
like
has
that.
a power
Or not
grid.
concept.
So
Power grid?
yeah, so like let's say your character has like a strength of 50, which is amazing. They all have the name next to them, like so 40 is incredible.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So like, but everything's based off 10-sided die.
Oh, okay. So it really is like D&D.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
about
it's,
that.
it's kind of cool. But it was just cool to hear them do that. My daughter had recently asked, or we had talked about playing a role-playing game together because like her first interaction with a role-playing game was terrible.
Yeah.
She went and she wasn't playing, but she went in this house and they were playing Dungeons and Dragons. There's like some shirtless guy in a kilt yelling at these kids. And she's like, I'm out.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
the
no
parent.
shit, I would have
He wasn't
left too.
playing.
Yeah.
Started flipping
So-
cigarettes at him, lit ones. It's like, fuck you.
But anyway, so I thought it would be cool to get her into something, try something with her. And she had mentioned that might be cool. And then I just happened to listen to this, and ended up getting all the PDFs of all the books for that game.
That's awesome.
So
Nice.
You
yeah,
can almost make your own.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's probably what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Cone of silence.
Code of silence.
But I thought it would be. I thought it'd be
Cone
cool
of
for her.
cold.
She's interested in that stuff. She goes to GameCon every year, things like that.
That's cool.
Well, I don't know why, but when you said that, it reminded me of Parks and Rec.
Oh,
Yeah.
It reminds me of Futurama all the time
Yeah.
for their role playing game.
I thought that was
movie.
an awesome segment.
Yeah, I love their movie. Yeah. No,
Cast magic missile.
yeah, it's been a great year. I mean, it's been fun to do this, and
But no, as far as friends we made too, and that's just something
Yeah.
I've been listening to recently.
Yeah.
But we had Annihilate, the band from Springfield, Illinois.
That's cool.
They came and gave us one of their songs to play.
Nice.
It was
That's really cool.
Texas Chainsaw
super cool
Massacre
for
too.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Well, it's been fun talking with the people that are listening too.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
Like, on our YouTube, if you comment, we like to talk to you guys, and we have, and it's been fun.
Yeah.
On Twitter, we've met so many new people, and
Absolutely.
been a part of polls, had our own, all this other stuff. It's been fun.
Yeah. It's a good way to wrap up the new year.
Oh,
you
for
know?
sure. We
You
feel
know,
a lot more
and-
comfortable with
Or
everything. too.
wrap up the old year
Yeah.
and go into the new year.
That's how it works.
Because it's the end of the decade. Jesus Christ.
Decade.
Man, that's crazy.
It is
It's
really.
nuts.
to
Yeah.
me,
And the more that I think about it, I'm like, Jesus. Thanks, Jesus.
Jesus, actually.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thanks, Jesus, for getting me through this.
Right.
The last year has actually been one of the best years of this decade, too, which is pretty cool. Besides
good.
moving to Colorado. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
sure.
Besides,
Yeah, that was a pretty big deal. Like 6 years ago, moving out of fucking the armpit of the world,
oh yeah,
coming into someplace nice, and then actually doing some good things. I mean, this has been a good last couple of years, and we really did. Even on this last year, just doing this is going to be fun. So,
oh yeah.
and then next year, God, we're gonna have so many different things: artists, musicians, everything like that. We got a lot of stuff planned.
Hopefully,
There's
something
definitely going to be a
special.
lot of evolution happening with the show, which is awesome. All positive.
Yes,
So,
yeah.
special event on our 1 year.
Yes, yeah, we're gonna have that. That's gonna be a long march, and we're just gonna do another Buckaroo Bonsai episode. No, I'm just kidding.
damn you.
yeah,
We learned from the thing, right?
yeah,
Yes.
because we recorded the thing 3 times.
Yeah,
Jesus
Not like
Christ!
we're recording
No
this
more
Yeah.
retakes, and then we had to do a retake.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah,
we were like, never again.
yeah. That's the first time that's happened since then.
It
I
absolutely
think,
has.
yeah, that we've had to do a retake for it. So
We just need to build a computer here and just have
yeah, it needs to stay.
stationary here,
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's been fun, and shout out to everybody that's listened to us, and shout out to everybody that will listen to us in the future.
Absolutely.
This is gonna be a great year. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we get to go to some Comic Cons or something like that, or some fetish cons. Whoops,
Whoa.
whoops.
I mean,
Did I say that out loud?
I mean, what we
Whatever
talk-
makes you happy.
Oh, I mean,
yeah.
You might be our emissary to certain ones of those. I'm just saying.
Just moving on with the topics. Talk later.
Well, Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
It has been a great year.
Yes. Hope you guys had a great Christmas, great New Year, great, Memorial Day, great everything.
Memorial Day, even.
So
All right.
I'm going to drop our end of year mixtape.
Mixtape.
And Tyson, we miss you already.
We're thinking about Wrestling Corner right now.
Wrestling Corner.
Ding, ding.
Ding, ding. So this one is all
fun.
about
Cool.
Iggy Pop. It's the Drop Culture mixtape, The Immortal Iggy.
It has a name.
Yes. Starts off with Sister Midnight, then it's Nightclubbing, Neighborhood Threat, 16, Break Into Your Heart, Sunday, Repo Man, from the movie, Man Repo,
Yeah.
Cold Metal, 5'1", Corruption, and Caesar. Pull up all of those songs, listen to it, and it's a great way to end your year.
And what was the name of it again?
The Drop Culture mixtape, the immortal Iggy.
I'm so proud, and I think we should all reflect on the fact that this did not have a number in the name. Bronk, I appreciate that.
Hey, I like to have the numbers because
I know, you freak.
It would look
probably
cool on
around
a tape, Because I think how many? 18?
No, don't